Russian troops patrolling the streets of the South Ossetian capital. They're now in full control after a brief but ferocious battle. These shattered Georgian tanks, a symbol of Georgia's over-ambitious plan to seize control of the city, which now lies in ruins. Most of the Georgian units have now been forced to retreat, but they deny they've been defeated, instead saying they're observing a unilateral ceasefire.
This is the main crossing point between Georgia and South Ossetia, and as you can see, the Russian flag is flying. It's manned by Russian peacekeepers, and they've told us that 90% of the Georgian tanks and heavy armour which went into South Ossetia for the battle of the past 3 days has now been withdrawn.
But some fighting is continuing in South Ossetia. We witnessed this artillery fire less than a mile from the checkpoint. And on the road just beyond the checkpoint, there have been heavy exchanges of gunfire between Russian and Georgian soldiers. So the trauma continues for those still living in the villages nearby. This woman said her house had been destroyed and young people killed in her village in a Russian bombardment which continued today. But civilians on both sides of this conflict have become refugees. These are South Ossetians who fled into neighbouring Russia. It's estimated 30,000 have arrived since the initial Georgian attack last week. Some accuse Georgian troops of carrying out atrocities on the civilian population in Tskhinvali.
It's terrible what's happened there. Now they say that Georgians are pouring water into the basements where people are hiding. The whole nation has been exterminated.
And there's no sign the flow of refugees crossing into Russia is going to stop anytime soon. There may also be a refugee crisis in another part of Georgia where fighting has now broken out. This is Abkhazia, also controlled by separatists who with Russian backing have attacked Georgian forces.